bad news and good news. The good news is there is 3 games left. Bad news is we suck. And it's official that the Hurricanes are going to start off in the first round in the ACC tournament. And it looks like if the season ended today, we'd be playing against Notre Dame. But right now, we're talking about the match between the Hurricanes and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's just an absolute disappointing ending. What was a really good game at the first half that led to an ultimate collapse, and they basically never recovered. And when they did get close to recovering, they go on this cold streak, and then the game ends there. So we're going to start off with the box score because that's what we normally do in these recaps. So and we're going to start off with Georgia Tech because they are the road team from Atlanta, Georgia. First, we're going to start off with Dongo, who has 8 points, 4 for 9 field goals, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block. Got Parr with 7 points with 3 for 5 field goals with a 3-pointer, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Next up, you got Nathan George with 5 points with the 3-pointer and the field goal, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. And their best players is Miles Kelly, who is a junior who has scored just a whopping 25 points with a whopping 7 3-pointers, 7 out of 11 in this game, along with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And then Reeves Jr. with 15 points with 3 3-pointers, 6 for 11 field goals, with 8 rebounds, 1 assist. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, none of them scored a free throw. None of them even attempted a free throw. Isn't that shocking? No, the 5 free throws came from the bench, which was Coleman, who scored 8 points, only shooting 1 free throw because of the N1, 1 3-pointer, 3 for 6, with 2 rebounds and assists. And then you got Sturdivant with 4 for 4 free throws, 10 points, with 2 3-pointers. Three rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Then you got the Hurricanes. Norchad Amir, just another nightmarish game for him with 7 points, 1 3-pointer, 3 for 6 in field goals, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Keyshawn George with 16 points, with 4 3-pointers, 5 for 10 in field goals, 2 for 3 in free throws. He does have 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Wooga Poplar with 14 points. He did get hurt in this second half momentarily. He had that ankle issue early in the season. Remember the December game? But he wound up coming back in this game. But produced okay numbers. 14 points, 2 3-pointers, 6 for 14 field goals, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. That's pretty much it. Matthew Cleveland with 10 points. 0 for 4 for 3-pointers, but he does have 4 for 14 field goals, 2 for 2 free throws. Just an off night for Matthew Cleveland. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 steals. And Bensley Joseph with 16 points. That matches Keyshawn George. 16 points, 4 for 10 3-pointers, 6 for 15 field goals. He does have 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. All right, so for the Hurricanes, it started off very well. It started off pretty good. Now, it started off with a 9-for-2 run with a couple of 3-pointers made by Norchad Amir, which was his only 3-pointer of the game. And that came early, with only 20 seconds into the game. Then Bensley Joseph makes a 3-pointer. Keyshawn George makes a 3-pointer. And then Wooga Poplar with the jumper. So, good start so far. Then Georgia Tech would right away tie the game up with Miles Kelly. So then they go in the lead with Miles Kenny in their 3-pointer. Well, Jobette with the 3-pointer to tie it up, and then Claude with the layup, Omir with the layup. So this became a back and forth with more 3-pointers and layups from each side. Then we tie it up with the Matthew Cleveland shots. Trading 3-pointers is Dallin Coleman, Keyshawn George, and Nathan George. Georgia Tech still have still have the lead. And another three-pointer made by Keyshawn George ties the game up. Jumper is Dongo. Dongo with the jumper. Benji Joseph makes a three-pointer. Now the Hurricanes finally recapture the lead. And then there was a three-pointer made by Miles Kelly. And then Keyshawn George will tie it up. Free throws to recapture the lead. Matthew Cleveland. Benji Joseph makes his layup. More layups are being made from each other. Then the three-pointers from Wooga Poplar. Keyshawn George with the free throws. Stephenant with the three-pointer. Wooga Poplar with the jumper. Miles Kenny still shooting a three-pointer. Keyshawn George then still shooting a three-pointer. And then a lot of shots are being made and just can't find the rhythm into the shots by the end of the first half. But Miami still leads 49-45 into the first half. And that was a very competitive first half. Hurricanes with the 4-point advantage. And looking good so far, right? Definitely a good end to the first half. Looking great so far, right? Second half, they stink. Another second half to collapse for the Hurricanes. It's just bullshit to watch this over and over again. First, you start off with the Gapare dunk, which was a nice dunk. Miles Kenny then makes the three-pointer. Then Reeves Jr. with the slam dunk. And then Miles Kelly. What was 49-45? Then became very quickly, with 2 minutes into the second half, 54-49. And Georgia Tech would go on this run, and they never looked back. Miami's defense just fallen asleep against this Georgia Tech team before eventually losing in this team 68-56. Embarrassing. And then 71-58. It's just, this game was horrible. This second half was just horrible to start. Now, the Hurricanes would eventually go on this run near the end of the game. Hence, Georgia Tech would try to stay ahead. But Hurricanes, Matthew Cleveland makes his jumper. They're trying to stay ahead. 76-73 at this point. And then they just went on this cold streak. Nobody's making shots until the free throws were made by Georgia Tech. Benji Joseph would try to get this three-pointer in. Eventually, he does. And then no turnover for the Hurricanes as the free throws would end this game for Georgia Tech's favor. Wooga Poplar just missing the layup, and then missed a three-pointer. Keyshawn George that would ultimately put the clock to 0. Final score in this game is 80-76 Georgia Tech, and they did that in their home court. This game was an absolute disaster. I'm just glad that it's over. When we look at the team stats very quickly. Everything went according to plan, literally. So, field goal percentage, definitely in favor of Georgia Tech. 3-point percentage, definitely in favor of Georgia Tech. Free throws, perfect on the line, 5 for 5. So they're worth 100% free throws. They have more rebounds than we do. They have more assists than we do. Now, I'll say this: we definitely have more steals and blocks than they do. But their offensive was so much better than our defensive. And that's saying a lot. They say defense wins games. Not this time. And very quickly, when this game rolls around, what was a competitive game, their largest lead was 13. So, that's pretty much it. I don't want to talk about this anymore. That's all you got to know. You can do the research on ESPN. For yourself. That's where I'm reading this off of, ESPN.com or the ESPN app. You can read it off there because that's what they're saying as well. So I'm just reading off them. I give credit to them. So, yes. Anyway, that's going to do it. I'm done with this. And their next game is on Monday, 7 o'clock against North Carolina. Is it easy to say it's an automatic L? Because we go up to North Carolina in North Carolina University. And then we got 2 games in March against Boston College and Florida State. Will I watch them? Maybe. I don't know yet. Anyway, guys, that's going to do this one. Hurricanes just having themselves a downfall here. And I believe this is their 6th straight loss. Let me double check real quick. Yeah. We have the longest loser streak in the ACC right now with 6. Just sad. It is just sad to watch this team. I'll be glad the season will be finished right now. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe for content because Miami TVG is back. And when he does, he'll be right there with your favorite team that you deserve. This is Miami TVG sign off, folks. Good night, everybody.